Hello and welcome back, Trailblazers. My name's Diana and I am the host of this Trailblazers of the Universe podcast. Some of you might know me from my Trailblazers of the Universe YouTube channel, where I help you fearlessly and unapologetically live your best, most authentic life. I also help you break through your barriers and transcend any limitations that you may have, which I will still be doing on this podcast. This podcast is all about transformation in general, in all areas of your life. But it's going to focus more on personal growth, spiritual growth, and healing, but not limited to just those topics. Today's podcast episode is going to be to fall in love with your life again. Now, I might get some eye rolls when I say that. I might get some sighs when I say that. Some people might be looking at their current circumstances, or just maybe things that are going on this planet that are affecting you on a mental, spiritual, and emotional level, and maybe even physical as well. We live in a world where people are very programmed. This can be difficult in this world, having this human experience, when you have so many tasks that you have to do, and where many people's self-worth is based on how productive they are, or I shouldn't say self-worth, but for a lot of people that is true as well, but where your success is measured often by how productive you are, how much you got done, what goals you met. Always focus on metrics and numbers and increasing value in some kind of way. And we are also in a very fast-paced society, especially those who live in cities and have a more fast-paced lifestyle. It can be difficult to fall in love with your life when there are crazy global events going on, when there are maybe fears that are coming up, when you feel like you just aren't meeting the mark, when you feel like nothing you do is enough. There are also many distractions in this world that are taking our emotional energy. They can make it hard to enjoy life and have enough energy to do the things that you actually love doing in life. And often, people live their lives with their nervous system very stimulated, overstimulated. And if you're someone that's been through trauma or just find yourself in fight or flight mode all the time because of maybe the way the world is, or because of maybe past traumas or experiences, or just the way society is programmed to be in general, always in this fear, in this chasing, in this I'm not enough, I don't have enough, I need to do more. This can be very overwhelming. When you're focused more on survival mode, it can be very difficult to find things that you enjoy in life, or find time and energy to do the things that you enjoy in life. A lot of people say that time is money. A lot of people overwhelm themselves so much. A lot of people overpack their schedule. They overbook themselves. It's very common for people to want to focus on tasks, being productive, and things that make you feel, quote unquote, more worthy. So much that sometimes we lose our sense of self, that we forget what's really important to us, that we forget to even relax and enjoy life. And I'm someone that's been in that state very often in my life as well. As someone who has really overcome addictions and trauma, I understand what it's like to have your nervous system always stimulated, always activated, looking around, waiting for the next threat, or waiting for the next shoe to drop, or thinking things are too good to be true. It can be hard to enjoy life when we are so focused on that survival mode, or we don't even feel safe in our own world, or in our own environment, in our own bodies. I understand that it can be hard to fall in love with your life again. Part of you feels like you're just trying to heal or just make it through the day. Even making it through the day can be tough. And sometimes after you've done all your tasks, you've gone to your job, you've taken your kids to all the activities, you did all your little tasks, you did your laundry, you did your dishes, you cleaned your house. You sat for 2 hours total in traffic that day going to and from work. When you get home, you're drained and it's dark and you barely have energy to even do things that you love or enjoy your life. We spend so much time letting outside forces, jobs, people, relationships, family members, kids, bosses, tasks, drain our energy that sometimes we feel like we've lost our creative energy. We don't feel passionate about life anymore. A lot of people are walking around like they're automatons. Work, sleep, eat. We didn't come here to just work at the system and then die. I heard this quote and said most people die at the age of being an adult or in your 20s, but don't get buried until they're in their 60s or 70s. You get the metaphor. A lot of people aren't really living. They are merely existing on the programming that society or other forces, I'll say, have imprinted on us. If you're one of those people that falls into the category I mentioned, you're probably asking, Diana, how do I fall in love with my life again? I have all this stress. Maybe I have a lot of trauma. I barely have any free time in the day, barely have any time to myself. How can I fall in love with my life again? I've dug myself in a hole so deep that now I can't get out of it in one way or another. But I'll tell you that's an illusion. You make time for what's important to you. Yes, we all have busy schedules. A lot of people are working. A lot of people are juggling multiple things at once. They have families, relationships, a lot of responsibilities. But can you take some time in your day? I don't care how long it is. I don't care if it's 10 minutes, an hour, a whole day if you can. Spend time with yourself and do things that you love. Do things that bring you passion. Do things that bring you joy. And maybe every day you spend like an hour. There has to be some moment where you get some peace or some free time. And if not, then maybe you need to evaluate your schedule and say, what can I release? What do I need to have a less stressful job with less responsibility? Yeah, I might get paid a little bit less maybe, but it might be worth it to actually enjoy my life and not be so stressed out and burnt out and overwhelmed all the time. This society is very heavily in their masculine energy. It's do. A lot of people don't take time to sit there and reflect and enjoy their life and to do things that bring them passion and joy. Why are you on this planet? But a lot of people feel like that's what their life is. But it's all about time management. It's all about making time for what's important to you. It's very important to have things you're passionate about, do things you love. When you ask a lot of people what their hobbies are, what are they going to say? I watch Netflix, drink, party. I used to be one of those people, trust me. Some of them don't have an answer. They just say, I work and chill or something, right? Every day, you should be doing something you love or something you're passionate about. Then what else are you doing? Otherwise, you're going to grow old being miserable and just lifeless, like an automaton, which a lot of people are. Go walk around outside wherever you live. Hopefully, you're in a good place where people do things, do what they love and enjoy life. But I can guarantee if you go to most public places, wherever you're at, there's a lot of people that look lifeless. They look like drained of all joy and happiness. And a lot of people look stressed, overwhelmed, or just tired. But it's important to find time for the things that you love and are passionate about. And even when you do that, it makes the other tasks that you have to do or jobs or whatever it is, responsibilities that you have, it makes it easier. It makes it flow more. It makes you not stress out more because you're balancing your energy. It isn't all work and no play. I did make a podcast about the importance of balance. Check that out. One of my recent episodes. You find time for what's important to you. And if you aren't enjoying life, it just seems like life is meaningless and stale and just blah, right? So what can you do today to bring some more fun and excitement and joy into your life? Sit down when you're by yourself and have no distractions. Write down a list of things that bring you joy or that you're passionate about. Maybe things that you used to enjoy in the past that you no longer do, that brought you a lot of joy. What happened? Life got in the way. Things happen. Crazy things happen in our lives, right? That can really throw us off our path or just really throw off our mood. That can really affect the rest of our lives, right? Especially traumatic events. And I'm someone that's been through that as well. And it took me a long time after certain traumatic events to actually enjoy life all the time because my nervous system was in fight or flight mode. And to the person that has more of these type of things, or that you're just more fast-paced or you're in fight or flight mode all the time, a lot of people are in survival mode for valid reasons. I mean, there's some people that are really struggling financially, and I do understand that your basic needs have to be met, right? If you don't feel stable or safe in your environment, and if you don't feel like you can actually live, right, it can be hard to enjoy life. But I'm here to tell you that no matter how much money you make, no matter how much trauma you've been through, No matter what situation you find in your life, carve out some time for fun. Connect more to your inner child. Probably make a podcast on healing the inner child as well. With my friend Sarah, I'm thinking about that maybe sometime soon. Write a list of these things. How can you devote even 10 minutes a day to that? An hour, half hour, 20 minutes. Whatever it takes. It could be something simple. You don't have to go out and spend a bunch of money. Just what's something you enjoy doing? What's something that brings you joy? It could be reading. It could be writing. It could be dancing. It could be watching something funny. It could be playing with your animals. Doing some kind of craft. Really write a whole list of what brings you joy and passion. And find some of those you can do. May make your life more fun. How can you incorporate it into your schedule? Like I said, if you're that busy, you have no free time in a day, then you have to make some kind of time for your fun and enjoyment, because you deserve to enjoy your life. You deserve to fall in love with your life again. Everyone should be falling in love with their life, but most people aren't. Most people want to get the hell off this planet. Most people are just looking to escape their reality. Find something that brings you joy and passion in the present moment. I don't care how much time of the day you have, just find a day and devote some time to it. And if you're not able to do this every day, I realize every day might be too much. But can you find, hey, maybe a few times a week, maybe on a weekend when you're off, you'll spend half of your day scrolling on social media or scrolling on TikTok and doing things that are bad for you. But what about things that bring you joy and passion? That's also prioritizing your well-being. That's also part of self-care. A lot of people think self-care is just like, I'm going to go take a bubble bath. I'm going to go meditate. I'll get more sleep. Whatever healing modality, that's great. But what about just like relaxing and enjoying life? Go take that trip to that place that you've always wanted to go to. Go take that road trip. Go spend some time by yourself. If you don't know what your passions or joys are, do some soul searching. Don't be afraid to explore the unknown. Maybe explore that one interest that you have. Something that maybe even scares and excites you. Bring yourself back to life. It can be easy to be brought down into all the drama and trauma of this world, and to also be an automaton or be a lifeless being. There's more to life than working. There's more to life than your responsibilities, your task. A lot of these things are distracting you from who you really are. Don't be afraid to feel how you feel in the present moment. Don't be afraid to do things that bring you joy. Some people actually shame people for finding joy in their life. I can't tell you how many times I'll look on social media or even on YouTube where there's someone just literally enjoying their life and having fun, and someone very passionate about something, and then you see someone try to bring them down or make fun of them. I honestly cannot stand when I see that. Don't be afraid to do what's authentic to you, even if other people don't understand it, even if other people don't accept it, if you get laughed at, criticized, because that's where the magic is. When you're actually truly enjoying the present moment and finding something you're passionate about and that brings you joy, you don't really care so much about what other people are doing or their opinions. And why would someone have something negative to say about you doing something that you love, It gets kind of ridiculous. But don't mind them. Just because a lot of people on this planet aren't doing what they love, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't either. I always say don't follow the crowd. The crowd is lost. Most people are not living a life that they love. Fall in love with your life again. What brings you joy today? For all my content that I put out, I'm all about action. It's not just in the mental realm. I'm going to write on paper and then never do it. Oh, it'd be nice to do that. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. And then never do it. No. Write down your list and pick this week based on how much time you have. Even if it's a little bit of time. Hey, on Tuesday, I'm going to spend an hour doing what I love. Hey, if you're that busy, on your lunch break at work, I'm going to do something that I love. Doesn't have to be something crazy. You don't even have to go anywhere. Whatever it is, look at that list. Make sure you're finding that. When you're feeling blah, when you're feeling unmotivated, uninspired, not creative, don't have the energy to do the tasks you have to do or to do whatever, do this. Pick something on that list. Make this a habit, and you will see your life improve. You'll be balancing your energy more. We don't want to do all work and no play. We want to have playtime, but there's also time to do work and do the tasks we need to do, right? It's all about balance. Balancing your masculine and feminine energy, or doing and being. A lot of this falling in love with your life again is not by doing something. It's by being fully immersed in the present moment. Fully enjoying whatever you're doing. Whatever you're choosing to do, it's not about, I'm going to do this thing I enjoy while I'm on my phone or while I'm watching TV. No. Turn all the other things off. Be fully immersed in this joyful moment. You deserve to have joy. You deserve to fall in love with your life. You deserve to live a magical life. And sometimes living a magical life is finding light or joy or even humor, sometimes even in dark moments, is to not take this life so seriously. There are so many people on the planet that are trying to program you to work all the time, to be miserable, to be like addicted to misery and fear and trauma, drama, all that stuff, right? It's okay if you've experienced that. But how can you find joy in your life again? Give yourself time. I don't care if it's a weekend. Hey, do a whole weekend doing only what you love. I dare you to try that. Some people can't even do that. Some people can't even imagine that. Go on a weekend trip somewhere. Just you or whoever, or even doing what you love is being with people that are good for you and that bring out the best of you. Then go do that with those people. It's time to bring joy back in your life again. Fall in love with your life again. A lot of people aren't even sure why they're doing what they're doing anymore. It's like running on a program, an old program. Well, it's part of this frequency shift and consciousness shift that's going on is to raise to a higher vibration, a higher frequency, a higher consciousness. And you can easily get into that state when you are doing things that you love and things that bring you joy, things that you're passionate about. That automatically raises your vibration, raises your frequency. And when you are doing what you love, following your passion, doing things that bring you joy, you also attract the energy that you put out. You're embodying that energy, and you are going to become a magnet to things of a higher frequency as well. So your whole life improves. So this is important. See what happens. And not just do this one time. Make this one of your routines. Make this a habit. With repetition, it becomes a habit. Then it becomes your natural state, right? And not only that, doing what you love also might include releasing things that you don't love doing. Now, there are some things that we have to do by obligation, whatever, or maybe you're in a situation where you can't release that or make a change to that or make it some kind of adjustment. Or maybe there is a little adjustment you can make. Maybe it just requires a change of routine or managing your time differently. Or maybe there is a time where you can fully release certain things, people, jobs that are just draining your energy, that are preventing you from doing what you love. So that's my little rant today on that. But I can't tell you how important it is to prioritize doing what you love. That's also prioritizing your well-being. A lot of people that are in a higher vibration are doing what they love. Doing things that bring in passion and joy and are able to set boundaries or release things that do not. Don't be afraid to make whatever changes or adjustments that are necessary so you can fall in love with your life again and actually live the life that you love and the life that you deserve. And that brings you joy and that you're passionate about today. I'm signing off, Trailblazers of the Universe. I will also include in the show notes my YouTube channel, Facebook group, TikTok, Instagram. If you want to connect with me, or if you're interested in coaching, all those links will be in the show notes. Have a good day. Namaste.